We're going to learn the sounds of IGH, IND, and these two suffixes. IGH has the same sound as a long I. Most of the time in English words, G and H together are silent. So IGH here is going to say I. So this word will be high, fight, might, sigh, sight. This TH will use its first sound of thigh, nigh, night, fright. We can add suffixes like these three in green without it changing the sound. Frighten, ing says ing, lighting, fighting. At the end of a root word meaning before you add any suffixes, most of the time IND will have a long I sound and sound like IND. So this part is IND. So this word is bind, find, kind, hind, mind. This word can be pronounced two different ways. The verb is wind, like winding up a toy. The noun is wind. Blind, grind. We can even add a prefix. Remind, rewind, unwind. The root is going to have the IND sound even though we've added a suffix. So this suffix ly will not change the sound of the I. Kindly. Here we're going to add the suffix ed, and then ing. Finder, binder, grinder, blinded, minded, winding. Let's say you looked at this and you weren't sure if it was going to be wind or wind. Have you ever heard of winding? That doesn't make sense. Wind is a noun, not a verb. If we add a suffix like ing, we need the verb, so it's winding. We can even use a compound word with two words put together. Mindset, grinding. ILD generally says ild with a long I sound at the end of a root word. Wild, mild. CH says ch in this word, child. We can add suffixes like these three without it changing the I. So the I will still have the long I sound. Milder, wilder, mildly. One important exception where the I does not have a long I sound is the word children. Notice when you have one child, it has a long I sound. But as soon as you make it plural, the I becomes a short I sound, and we have children. Now, when you have a word that ends in Y and you're trying to make it plural, the rule is change Y to an I and add ES. This also occurs when you're changing the form of the verb. You change the Y to an I and add ES, or change the Y to an I and add ED if it's past tense. So if your word is a short word that ends in Y, all these words are short words ending in Y, and the Y has a long I sound, then when you change the ending, the IE is also going to have the long I sound. For example, here we have the word cry. We change the spelling, the Y becomes an IE, but the sound is the same. So cry, cries, cried. Try, tries, tried. Fry, fries, fried. Sky, skies. Spy, spies. Sky, skies. Dry, dries, dried. Fly, flies. Ally, allies, allied. Here this E has the long E sound. Rely, relies, relied. So if the word ends in a Y, when you change the Y to an IE and add S or a D to change the tense of the verb or to make it a plural noun, the IE has the same sound as the word did when it had a Y. So if it's a long I, the IE has the long I. In all of these words that end in Y, the Y has a long E sound at the end. So this word is city. C followed by an I has the soft sound S, so city. So when we make it plural, the IE is going to keep the same sound that this Y had, which was a long E sound. City, cities. Copy, copies, copied. These three words all have long vowel sounds. Duty, duties. Baby, babies, babied. Pony, ponies. So again, when the word ends in a Y and you change the spelling of the Y to an IE before adding an S or a D, the IE has the same sound as the Y in the original word did. If you have a short word ending in IE, it's going to have the long I sound. Lie, pie, die, vie, tie. If you have a longer word ending in IE, it's going to have a long E sound. OW says ow in this word. Brownie. This is going to be a long U. Cutie. Here we have a name. AR says R. CH says ch in this word. Charlie. Connie. This OO is going to have its sound. Cookie. This E will be long and will make the G have its soft sound of J. Genie. So if you have a short word ending in IE, try the long I sound. If you have a longer word, try the long E sound. If you need more practice with these sounds, you can download Word Mastery for free at Don Potter's website at this URL and practice these pages. If you found this video useful, be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment.